multiplication of decimals. Hello everyone! Today I'm going to share how to multiply decimals. I'm going to share different examples in multiplying decimals. At the same time, ituturo rin natin kung paano po mag-multiply nang hindi nag-solve using the factor of tens or power of tens. So wag na po natin patagalin. Let's start! After this video, you are expected to multiply decimals and mix decimals up to 2 decimal places. In multiplying a decimal by another decimal, you can multiply them as if they are whole numbers. In placing the decimal point in the product, get the sum of the number of decimal places in each factor. Let's have the first example. We have 4 times 1 and 2 tenths. To solve this, let's write our given in column. Now, how are we going to solve this? First, we need to multiply like a whole number. I-ignore muna natin yung decimal point. Then, if you notice, sinulat ko siya nang nauna si 1 and 2 tenths bago si 4. Sir, pwede po ba yon? Yes, sir, pwede po yan. Ito yung tinatawag nating one of the property of multiplication, which is what we call commutative property. When we talk about commutative property, this is the property wherein we can interchange the factor. Bakit nga ba ginagawa yan? Basically, ginagawa natin yan para mas madali tayo makapag-solve. Inilalagay natin yung maraming digit sa ibabaw o sa unahan para hindi tayo mahirapang mag-multiply. Now, going back on our example, 1 and 2 tenths times 4. Paano nga ba mag-multiply ng decimal, sir? Sa pag-multiply lang po, first, we just need to multiply like a whole number. Ignore muna natin kung ilan yung decimal point o kung ano yung decimal point. Okay, yun muna yung first step natin. Multiply like a whole number. 4 times 2, we have 8. Then, 4 times 1, we have an answer of 4. Yan. So, tapos na tayo mag-multiply like a whole number. After that, we're going to count the number of decimal places on our factors. Ano nga po ba yung factors? Yung factors po, those are numbers that we multiply. Ito pong si 1 and 2 tenths at si 4. So, on 1 and 2 tenths, ilan po ba yung decimal places? We have 1. Ito po. Ang decimal places po ay those digit after the decimal point going to the right. So, si 2 is one of the 1 decimal siya, decimal places. Then si 4, meron po ba? 0. So it means we have 1 decimal place. Sir, saan po natin ilalagay yan? We're going to put it on our product, yung decimal point. We're going to start from the right, going to the left according to the numbers of decimal points. Since meron lang po tayo dito na isa, so from here, move lang tayo going to the left. Ayan. So, bilang lang ng 1. Our answer for this is 4 and 8 tenths. This time, we have an example B. 23 hundredths times 5 hundredths. Wherein, we multiply decimal by another decimal. To solve this, first, write it in column. So, 23 hundredths times 5 hundredths. Our first step, again, is multiply like a whole number. So, 5 times 3, we have 15. So, we write 5 here, then carry 1. Then, 5 times 2, 11. Dito po, pwede na po nating hindi isolve yan since 0 naman siya. Ang sagot pa rin naman kasi dyan is 0. Pag sinolve natin yan, maglalagay pa tayo dito ng 0, 0, 0. Pero the value will still the same. So, wag na po natin siya isolve. The answer will be still 0. Okay? We're done in multiplying 23 hundredths by 5. Our next step, we multiply like a whole number. The second step, we count the number of decimal places on our factors. On 23 hundredths, how many decimal places do we have? So, we have here 2. So, we have 1, 2. So, we have 2. Then, dito, ilan po? We have also 2. So, total decimal places is 4. So, 2 plus 2. To write the decimal point on your product, we start from our right going to our left. Bibilang lang tayo according to the total number of decimal places. Since we have 4, we're going to count. So, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Sir, paano po yan? Wala pong digit dun sa pang-apat. So, simply, we're just going to add 0 or append 0 to fulfill the missing digit. Then, dito na po natin ilalagay yung ating decimal point. Our answer for this is 115 10,000ths. This time, we're going to multiply mixed decimals. Ano nga ba yung mixed decimals? Pag sinabing mixed decimals, ito yung decimal number na may whole number. This time, we're going to multiply mixed decimals by another mixed decimals. Sir, ano po ba yung mixed decimals? Pag sinabing mixed decimals, these are decimal numbers with whole number. Parang fraction, meron siyang whole number. Si decimals, meron din. So, eto po. Example, 12 and 19 hundredths. So, si 12 is our whole number. Then, on our 6 and 3/10, si 6 po ang ating whole number. To start, write it in column. Then, our first step is multiply like a whole number. 3 times 9, we have an answer of 27. So, we write 7 here, then carry 2. Then, 3 times 1, we have an answer of 3. Plus 2, we have an answer of 5. Then, 3 times 2, we have an answer of 6. Then 3 times 1, we have an answer of 3. Tapos na po tayo dun sa ones o yung sa first digit. Tapos na po tayo on 10th place value. Now, we're going to have on the 6. So, 6 times 9, we have an answer of 54. Sir, saan natin ilalagay po yung 54? Basically, guys, don't forget pagka multiple digits yung multiplier natin. So, kung saan po siya nakatapat, yung first. Ba, itong ginamit mo, si 3, so sa 7 ako naglagay. So, pag dito naman kay 6, so syempre dapat sa tapat din ni 6. Kung meron pang kasunod dyan, after yung nung first at second layer nyo, kung may third layer, so dito po siya ilalagay. So, since dito siya nakatapat, so again, 6 times 9, we have an answer of 54. So, dito natin ilalagay si 4, then we're going to carry on 1. So, 6 times 1, we have 6 plus 5, we have an answer of 11, then carry 1 again. 6 times 2, we have an answer of 12, then plus 1. We have 13, then carry 1 again. Then 6 times 1, we have an answer of 6 plus 1, we have an answer of 7. Our partial product for the 6 multiplier is 7,314. We have partial product sa first at second. Sir, ano pong gagawin dyan? To get the final product, we need to add. We have here 3,657 plus 7,314. So, to add, we have 7 plus 9, then 7, 6, then 7. Tapos na po tayo mag-multiply like a whole number. Our second step is we need to count the decimal places on our factors. On first, we have 1 and 2. Dito, meron naman tayong 1. Total of 3. In putting the decimal point on our product, just count from the right based on our number of decimal places on our factors. So, we have here 3. So, we have 1, 2, and 3. Our answer is 76 and 797 thousandths. This time, guys, isi-share ko kung paano mag-multiply ng decimal numbers by the power of 10. We have here 3 examples. Si 5 and 1700, multiply ng 10, ng 100, ng 1000. Dito, ipapakita natin na no need to solve para mas mabilis sa atin. Tatandaan lang natin yung procedure. Let's have the first one. 5 and 17 times 10 equals, so meron na ako ditong 517. Kung ano yung ating multiplicand, sinulat ko lang siya dito. Okay? Then, paano po natin ipe-place yung decimal point? So, sa pagpe-place po, if you're going to multiply your decimal by 10, hundreds, thousands, you're just going to depend on the number of zeros. Okay? So, yung number of zeros natin, we have here 1. It means, imumove lang natin ang ating decimal point to the right according to the number of zero or zeros. This time, we have 10. Ilan ba yung zeros? or 0, 1 lang. Decimal point natin dito, ayan, ito yung decimal point natin, i-move lang natin siya ng 1 digit to the right. So, our answer for 5 and 17 hundredths times 10 is 51 and 7 10. Let's have number 2. Siguro it will be easy for you, right? 5 and 17 hundredths times 100. Ilan po yung number of zeros, guys? Okay, we have 2 number of zeros. It means we're going to move the decimal point to the right by 2. So, we have here 1 and 2. Ayan. So, dapat dito po yung ating decimal point. Our answer for this is 517. If you notice, whole number na po siya. Pwedeng wala na po to. Pwedeng makonsider na pag walang nakasulat, it means it is whole number. Pwede rin nyo naman gawin 517.0. Pwede rin kayo maglagay ng 0 dyan. Pero para mas makatipid tayo, pwedeng wala na po yan. Example number 3. 517 hundredths times 1,000. Guys, ilan yung number of zeros? So, we have 1, 2, and 3. Okay? So, it means ilan digits po natin siya i-move to the right. Okay, that's good. It will be 3. Sir, paano yan? We have 1 and 2 only. So, ano pong gagawin natin? We need 3 digit. Kung kailangan natin ng 3 digit, we need to add 0 to the right. Okay? So, our answer for this is 5,170. Again, kung whole number po siya, pwedeng hindi na po isulat yung decimal point. Question, si 0, sir, pwede po bang hindi isulat? Hindi pwede kasi magkaiba po yung 517 sa 5,170. Again, guys, if we're going to multiply by 10, by hundreds, by thousands, by 10,000s, by 100,000s, by millions, we're just going to simply move the decimal point to the right according to the number of 0 or zeros. Now, we're just going to have another set of power of tens. But this time, we're going to multiply by 1/10, 100, and 1,000s. Kung kanina, we just move it to the right according to the number of zeros. This time, ano kaya yung guess nyo, guys? Papaano kaya siya without computing? Okay, so we're just going to move the decimal point to the left according to the number of decimal places of your multiplier. Okay, let's have the first one. 5 and 17 hundredths times 1/10. So, ilan po yung decimal places ni 1/10? So, obviously, 1. Move to the left according to the number of decimal place or decimal places. Since we have here 1 decimal place, imumove lang natin si decimal point by 1 going to your left. So, our answer, the first example is 517 thousandths. Yan. Let's have the second one. Question, ilan po ang decimal places natin dito? So, we have 1 and 2. It means we're going to move the decimal point 5 and 17 hundredths by 2 to the left. So, we have 1 and 2. Yan, question ulit. Sir, paano po yan? Wala pong digit nakasunod. Ano pong gagawin natin? Okay, ang gagawin lang natin dyan, guys, is, again, if there is no digit, we need to put 0 or we need to write or append 0 on particular digit. So, maglalagay po tayo dito ng 0 bago si decimal point. Our answer for this is 517 10,000ths. O, siguro naman tong number 3, alam nyo na yung gagawin, di ba? So, first, bilangin uli natin yung decimal places. We have here 1, 2, and 3. So, we have 3 decimal places. Ang question, ilang movement po, sir? So, obviously, ang movement natin ay 3. So, 1, 2, and 3, then the decimal point. Sir, wala na naman pong digit. Ano pong gagawin natin? We're going to append or write 0 or 0. So, we have here 1 and 2. Our answer for this is 517 hundred thousandths. In multiplying by 1/10, 100ths, 1,000ths, ano lang po yung gagawin? We just simply move the decimal point to the left according to the number of decimal place or places. Yun lang po. I hope may natutunan po sila on how to multiply decimals. Keep on practicing to become a better learner. Thank you for watching. This is Yunyang Bao of Labas Elementary School, Division of Santa Rosa City. If you like this video, kindly like, subscribe, and share. And you can also follow my Facebook page, Turo ni Junyo.